The man was doing his rounds when he suddenly noticed that the nearly 700-pound control rods were all shaking violently. Sensing something was wrong, he rushed to the control room to report it. The staff quickly pressed the shutdown button, but the numbers on the monitor went up instead of down. A few seconds later, the nuclear plant exploded. Firefighters were the first to arrive after getting the call. One firefighter picked up a piece of debris and looked at it for only a moment, and his glove was eaten through, and his hand turned into a bloody mess. More firefighters kept rushing forward to help. After fighting the fire on the front line for 4 hours, the leadership finally arrived on site. The plant director insisted that the reactor was fine, and that there was no radiation. At that moment, the National Energy Minister arrived to inspect the scene, and the director continued lying, but the minister came prepared, and brought a more accurate measuring device. Just reaching the outer area of the plant, the readings were already close to 20,000 Röntgen, and 1 Röntgen equals about 500 chest x-rays. 60 hours after the incident, physicist Joseph was sent to the site. Even on the plane, he already concluded that the reactor core had exploded, and that this radiation would last tens of thousands of years. The top priority was to put out the fire, or the wind would carry the radioactive haze across the world. Joseph suggested using helicopters to drop boron and sand, but this was an extremely dangerous task, because radiation levels were highest above the building. Soon, one helicopter was disrupted by the radiation. Its rotor stopped spinning, and it crashed, but the pilots didn't back down. With the efforts of 600 pilots, they finally extinguished the flames inside the reactor, and all 600 pilots who took part died from nuclear radiation. But this only bought them a few days, because the extreme heat inside the reactor would turn into molten lava, and if the remaining 3 reactors ignited, the entire European continent would no longer be livable for humans.